quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Shooter take a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down.
watch him. He's gonna step. He's gonna go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Icing.
What is up, CFSL fans? Tonight, to cap off our Thursday evening, we have number 7 Alabama Crimson Tide going into Knoxville, Tennessee. Going into Knoxville, Tennessee to play the Tennessee Volunteers. I'm Andrew Anderson. As always, with me is Dominic Barfield. Dominic, how are we doing tonight?
We are doing fine, but Andrew, I'm gonna need you to bring a little bit more passion and energy to this game. This is the third Saturday in October rivalry game. When this game goes on, they show up and they show out. This game should be a slobber knocker by all accords.
And as we see here, Alabama's going to get the ball in excellent field position to start the game. Like Dominic said, the third Saturday in October. Yes, we are going into the first weekend in October, but outside of the CFSL, this game is normally played on the third Saturday in October. So you see Johnny Ray Davis leading the Crimson Tide offense out on the field for the first time. Fakes the handoff, and what an excellent play there on the deflection.
They're going to be lucky to get that ball back. That ball was sniffed out on defense.
Johnny Ray Davis under center with a receiver in motion to the top of your screen. Changing the play at the line. Delayed handoff to Kreis and Mai. And Kreis and Mai gets stopped in the backfield. Loss of 2. David Davis with a tackle for loss.
I said that make that tackle number 10 on the season for David Davis. When these two teams meet up, it's nothing but bad bull.
3rd and 12 for Johnny Ray Davis and this Crimson Tide offense. Kreisen moving up to the top of your screen. Empty set for Davis. Davis drops back, looks to throw a pass. Caught down the sideline, and that's going to be a first down. David Williams in 25-yard reception.
I said that's just a beautiful execution of just pitch and catch. Johnny Ray Davis got that ball out there in front of his receiver. It was going to be caught or it's going out of bounds. Bama is going to look to try to hit that all night. And I love Justin Duke in chat. Go refs.
All right. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom, 2 in the backfield for Johnny Ray Davis. Fakes the handoff. Pass. Caught along the sideline, but we're gonna have a booth review. He was out of bounds.
I was getting ready to say, Andrew, if they don't look at that, I'm gonna have some issues. That looks like an issue to me. I'm gonna no.
Yeah, he is clearly out of bounds.
You gotta bring that back on all accords, Andrew.
I was about to say, if they don't bring that back, somebody's paying off the refs.
Typical Alabama fashion.
2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Fakes the handoff to Mai. Johnny Ray Davis has all the time, looks, throws, pass, caught. Comes back to the ball, but shrugs a man off. That's Troy Tree down to the 3, 1st and goal.
No, Troy was absolutely just going to be aggressive on that. Had to come back to the ball, had to work for it, but just absolutely threw the would-be tackler out the club on that.
1st and goal for Alabama as we have a Twitch update for you guys after this play. 1 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Mai in the backfield, tight end in motion. Pass almost intercepted in the end zone there by number 4.
That's going to be Tay Allison there on the pass deflection there, Andrew. And yeah, we got a 3-yard touchdown run for Taylor James as Colorado goes up 7-0 on Texas with 7:58 in the first.
I formation for Alabama. Pass thrown, caught. Troy Tree, 3-yard touchdown reception. Nice little slant route there.
Well, God, I'm going to have an issue saying this, but Rammer Jammer Yellow Hammer, what an absolute drive there by the Alabama offense. I don't feel any better saying that out loud, but you really can't ask for much to come back on that one if you're Alabama. That's a beautiful execution of a drive.
And if you're Tennessee, how do you plan to come out and respond to Alabama scoring on their first possession?
Well, I mean, in a perfect situation, you're going to come back, smack them right back in the mouth like they just smacked you. This might end up coming down to whose defense wants it more if the offenses are just going to throw lights out all night.
As we have Sterling Verdugo leading the Tennessee Volunteers offense onto the field for the first time, taking the snap out of the shotgun, throws pass, caught over the middle, and Nico Dennis was just wide open already into Alabama territory.
Now, Nico was absolutely fighting for every single bit of that. Beautiful execution over the middle, great dump off, and was just fighting for every little yard they could.
Yeah, so also look to see if Vanderslice can be a big part of this Tennessee offense. 2 to the bottom, 2 to the top. Vanderslice in the backfield with Verdugo on 1st and 10. Verdugo drops back, looks to throw. Tries to tuck and run, but the Alabama defender was right there. Loss of 4. Deuce LeClaire with his first sack.
No, it looked like Verdugo tried to step up in the pocket, just try to see an extra second if anything was going to develop. By that time, he already had somebody on his backside. There was no escaping the jaws of that. And actually, I want to say that might have been Isaac Sparks on the tackle. I could be incorrect on that.
2 to the bottom, 2 to the top. Verdugo in the backfield with Vanderslice. Verdugo looks to throw, throws it towards Vanderslice, and Vanderslice gets back to the line of scrimmage before stepping out of bounds. 3rd and 14 coming up here for Tennessee. We got trips to the bottom, 1 to the top. Setting up the halfback screen here on 3rd and a mile. Vanderslice struggles to get it, but gets 11, going to be short. 4th and 3 coming up for Tennessee.
Well, Andrew, a great AD once told me, if you throw it short, you're going to be tackled short. You got to look to throw that over the sticks.
Yeah, exactly. As we see Tennessee's punting unit come out. I'm curious to see where they pinned them.
Like I said, you really didn't have a lot to work with there, but you know what? Looks like we're going to be just at shop at the 20 there, Andrew.
Empty set for Johnny Ray Davis and this Crimson Tide offense. Davis looks to throw, pass, caught, complete. Going to be Morris Meyer, a gain of 8. Going to be 2nd and 2 coming up.
And to be honest with you, look to see some more love going that way.
2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Mai in the backfield. Immediately throws it. Connor Keene, 4-yard reception, first down, Bama.
Now they got Big L twerking on the sidelines. They are feeling themselves if they're Alabama.
2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Mai in the backfield, hands it off to Kreisen Mai. Mai likes to try to bounce it to the outside. Only a gain of 1 before being brought down.
Now, looks like Gin Primus was absolutely not allowing any of that to happen on his watch.
2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Tight end and Mai in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, looks to throw, throws it towards Mai. Mai, open field. Gain of 18 and a first down as Alabama crosses into Tennessee territory.
Well, Kreisen said, well, if you're not going to let me run it, hey, guess what? I can also catch it out the backfield, too. That's just an absolute burner picking up the first down there.
Yes, we see Johnny Ray Davis leading this Bama offense on their second drive. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Mai in the backfield with Davis. Immediate wide receiver screen thrown to Kyle Claxton for a gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
You know what? Going into this game, Claxton's already had 26 for 375 on the season. I would not be surprised if Claxton might make a case to step out tonight.
Tight end in motion at the bottom of your screen. You got a tight end in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Johnny Ray Davis has all the time in the world. Airs one deep. Deegan Fry with the deflection. Definitely had a chance to come down with that one.
Now, Johnny Ray had all the time back in the backfield. That O-line was just holding up well. Not the greatest throw.
3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Looks like they're going to be setting up the halfback screen here on 3rd and 7. Kreisen Mai, gain of 1. Going to be 4th and 6 coming up as Tennessee forces Bama off the field once again.
You know, they did give up, you know, a little bit of a chain extension on this drive, but Tennessee did answer pretty well. Now let's just see if the offense can come out here and match some points on the board, Andrew.
Ball rolls out of the end zone as we are going to see Tennessee get it at the 20-yard line. What do you want to see from the Volunteers here on their second offensive possession?
I would really like to see Vanderslice get a little involved, and also look at Buck Hunter and Keone Ipo.
Empty set here for Verdugo. Verdugo throws, looks. That's right as you called it, Buck Hunter, gain of 8.
And also, let me go ahead and get that correct. That is going to be Keone Apio. I was a little gun shy on that. I want to make sure I get the correct name out there.
2 to the top, 1 to the bottom, tight end in the backfield with Vanderslice for Verdugo. Verdugo looks, throws, pass caught over the middle, and then lit up. Ace Shepard lucky to hold on to the ball after that one.
No, that was just an absolute shot there. Now, I want to say that was Isaac Sparks again, making the name known.
Trips to the top, 1 to the bottom. Verdugo or Vanderslice out of the backfield, gives it to Vanderslice. Vanderslice gain of 6, 2nd and 4 for Tennessee.
So that's Vanderslice's third catch for 17 yards on the game so far. I really want to see Vanderslice be introduced more.
3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Pass deflected at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was getting ready to throw it towards Vanderslice yet again.
Oh, no, I absolutely agree, and it looks like that was just a bad decision there.
Empty set for Verdugo, 3rd and 4. Verdugo steps back, drops back, looks pass thrown, caught over the middle. Dusty James a gain of 5, give Tennessee the first down.
Oh, Dusty walked it for the first, but absolutely got lit up for his contribution there for the first down.
2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Vanderslice in the backfield. Verdugo looks, throws, chucks it to the sideline. Pass caught. Joel Macklin Jr. with his first reception for a gain of 15.
I think Verdugo's starting to feel himself back there. I mean, that's a phrase we've said quite a few times this season, but Verdugo's really looking comfortable. You have the home field environment. I would really like to see just how much Verdugo is willing to let that ball fly tonight.
Trips to the top, 1 to the bottom. Vanderslice in the backfield. Delayed handoff to Vanderslice and gets back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
Oh, Isaac Sparks absolutely swarmed to that, and that was a gang tackle, but it looks like they're going to give the credit there to Sparks.
Yeah, here we see Verdugo and the Tennessee offense here, 2nd and 10, to the top, to the bottom. Vanderslice behind Verdugo. Looks to throw pass, intercepted by Alabama, and that's going the other way. That's going to be a 7. Never mind.
No. You would like to think that Tyrell Dunn was gonna take that back for everything. Little shifty in the open field for no reason. That could have been taken back like a bad Christmas present. Looks like number 3 was just too busy just showboating on the field. Didn't want to get the job done. Looks like we're gonna go back out off field for Johnny Ray Davis to put some more points on the board.
And as we see here, Johnny Ray Davis is going to be leading his offense back onto the field in excellent field position within the red zone already. 2 to the bottom, 2 tight ends. Read option here. Pitch to Kreisenmai for a 1-yard gain. Speed option.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. But Deegan Fry was just not letting any of that get ready to cook.
Broken eye for Johnny Ray. Looks to throw. Thrown backwards, and Kreisenmai takes a shot.
That was an absolutely sketchy throw. Throwing that 4 yards behind you, trying to make something shake. Ooh, this game can be volatile at any moment.
And Perry looked like the hit was so hard it might have popped out Kreisen's mouthpiece. Slant route to Troy Tree, 6-yard touchdown reception as Bama takes a 14-0 lead.
Well, Johnny Ray's 9 for 13 on the game. The Bama offense looks pretty smooth, albeit a little shaky at times. This Bama offense is feeling every bit of it.
as we're getting ready to see Tennessee come back out onto the field for their third possession of offense. How do you think Verdugo wants to bounce back from that huge mistake?
Well, see, now here's the kicker. You're counting it as a mistake. Well, yes, was it an errant throw? Yes, but you're still early in the game. You're still trying to figure out what works. You're prone to make a couple mistakes. I would look to see that throw be thrown again. I wouldn't absolutely shy away from that.
Trips to the bottom, one to the top. Verdugo takes the drop back, pass complete to Nico Dennis, gain of 8, 2 for 34 for him already, as we have a Twitch update for you.
Yeah, we have Cody Scott with the 1-yard touchdown run for Texas as they tie it up at 7 with 1:24 left in the first.
Empty set for Verdugo here on 2nd and 2. 5-step drop, looks to throw a pass. Caught complete over the middle to Vanderslice for a gain of 12.
I said early that I want to see Vanderslice get really kind of incorporated into this mix. You can do it on the ground, you can do it in the air.
To the top, to the bottom. Vanderslice in the backfield for Verdugo. Verdugo drops back. Got a corner blitz coming. Hit his receivers in the hand and just dropped the ball.
Well, Andrew, it seems like we've had a little bit of a share of calling drop calls tonight. It seems to be the theme for this week.
Trips to the top, one to the bottom. Vanderslice out of the backfield. Verdugo looks to air it out. Does. Pass caught, and he's racing down the sideline. That is Joel Macklin Jr. for a gain of 40.
Macklin absolutely just beats the press off the go, and just absolute beautiful throw there by Verdugo. Getting him out in space. Not enough top speed to really take it off and put it in there, but you absolutely gotta love that first down pickup if you're Tennessee.
And with a minute 40 left in the first quarter, Tennessee is in the red zone for the first time. 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Vanderslice in the backfield. Verdugo drops back, pass, thrown. Darrell Banks with the incomplete deflection, but that could have been Verdugo's second of the night.
So Verdugo is making some sketchy calls, but sometimes the sketchy calls pay off there, Andrew.
Hands it off to the backup tight end Apio for a gain of 8.
Hey, you don't see a lot of tight ends getting rushing yards. I am happy as all to see tight ends in any utilization.
3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Vanderslice in the backfield, fakes the handoff, looks to throw a pass, caught, touchdown. Dusty James as Tennessee tries to claw their way back into this one with a minute and 12 left in the first quarter.
Well, Andrew, I wouldn't necessarily agree with the terminology clawing back into it. It was only 14-0. We're now going to, PAT pending, which is going to be a one-possession score. I don't want to think that Tennessee is out of it this early. Bama has shown that they can score, but I think this drive for Tennessee really does show that, hey, we've had some rough games, but hey, we're still going to be a dog in any fight, not putting any type of voodoo there on Tennessee's mascot.
And Rocky Top is rolling right now as they are back within the one-score game here. As Shelby Ware, she gets a 23-yard return to bring Johnny Ray Davis out for another offensive possession for him in the Crimson Tide.
Now, look, see this drive that we're going to call Boone Hyatt. I guarantee it.
3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Hands it off to Kreisenmeyer. Mai breaks the tackle and then gets 7, but then takes a hit.
No, absolute solid rushing. If you're gonna pick up 7 on a rush, hey, we're gonna look to hand you the ball until you prove me you can't pick that up anymore. Absolute love that rushing attack there by Kreisen.
2nd and 3 here for Johnny Ray Davis and the Alabama offense. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Mai in the backfield. Tight end in motion to the top of your screen. Johnny Ray Davis. 2-step drop, pass thrown, caught. Slant route, Troy Tree. Gain of 12 and a first down for Alabama.
Andrew, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Troy Tree having an absolute breakout. 30 receptions before this game on 514 yards.
Davis, delayed handoff to Kreis, and Mai bounces it to the outside, gets to the sideline, and a gain of 14.
Kreisen was absolutely just excellent on being able to get out there to the boundary and pick up that first down. That's just hard-nosed running, if you ask me.
2 tight end set here for Alabama. Mai in the backfield. Johnny Ray Davis looks, throws, tries to step up, throws it. I don't know what that was.
Houdini was in the house, and Houdini got that ball out just in time. That was a head-scratcher of a play there.
2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Mai in the backfield, Davis under center. Delayed handoff. Met at the line for a loss of 1, and that is Keegan Walker getting into the backfield.
Well, that's going to force Bama into a 3rd and long distance here. You got to imagine they're going to be dialing up a throw here, and we're just going to see if the corners and the linebackers can really get some coverage here.
At the end of 1, you got Bama up 14-7 on Tennessee in the 3rd Saturday in October rivalry. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the CFSL by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Start of the second quarter here. We got Bama on the 41-yard line of Tennessee. 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Halfback in the backfield for Johnny Ray Davis here on looks, throws, lofts it there. Troy Tree, gain of 18 and a first down. 5 of 63 and 2 touchdowns already for Troy Tree.
Yeah, Andrew, I got to be honest with you. It feels like if you blink, you're going to see Troy Tree making another play somewhere on this field. Troy Tree is just having a generational game so far in this rivalry matchup.
Yeah, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Mai in the backfield gives it to Mai, and Mai tries to bounce it to the outside, then cuts it back in, only for a gain of 2.
Now, Mai was absolutely trying to go headstrong on that and just ran into a litany of volunteer defense tackles.
Trips to the bottom. 1 tight end set. Fakes the handoff to Mai. Davis, all the time in the world to throw. Finally does. Pass. Caught. Troy Tree, a gain of 14. 6 of 77 already.
So, Andrew, I feel like I'm just beating a drum at this point. I don't know how much more I can hype up Troy Tree on this, and we're still really early in this game.
2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Double tight end set for Alabama. Looks to throw. You got a corner blitz coming in. Pass caught. Roman Ware for a gain of 4.
Okay, we like a little play to somebody else every once in a while. They're showing some love to the generational talent
Pitch to the, I think that's backup halfback Brian Green, and he gets into the end zone to extend Bama's lead 27 pending the extra point.
Yeah, sorry about me getting caught up there, Andrew. Said Roman Ware's generational talent. You can see him anywhere from the safety spot. You can see him in the corner, halfback, some wide receiver. You can look to see Roman Ware at any point tonight. So, wasn't prepared to see Roman this early, but at the end of the day, that's just a beautiful drive there by Bama. Tennessee had some fight, but Bama's just too strong to stop on that.
As we see here, Tennessee getting the ball with about 7:50 left in this until half. Ace Shepard on a 28-yard reception. He is also a huge receiver for this Tennessee offense. Ace Shepard, we haven't called his name yet tonight, I don't think.
No, I don't think we have yet. So, good awareness on that, Andrew.
3 to the top, or 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Verdugo in the backfield, hands it off to Vanderslice, and Vanderslice has a hole. Gets 7 as we have a Twitch update for you.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're watching Vanderslice, starting to slice up the defense. But Aaron Perez just put up a 72-yard touchdown catch to put Texas up 14-10 with 7:57 left in the second.
3 to the bottom, fakes the handoff to Verdugo, fakes the handoff to Vanderslice and throws it off his back foot.
Verdugo's going to be lucky to get that ball out in time and keep it 3rd and manageable. A tackle there would have been absolutely heartbreaking.
Tight trips to the top, throws it, pass caught. I believe that's going to be Ace Shepard. Oh, he has a reception already. So that's his 2nd of the game.
Man, Andrew, you've got us out here thinking that Ace Shepard ain't had any calls in this game. You know what? I'm gonna speak into existence. Look to see Ace Shepard get his name called one more time on this drive.
Yeah, someone who hasn't had his name called though is Evan Browand. So look to see maybe get him involved on this drive as well. As we see Verdugo looks to throw pass along the sideline, caught by Dusty James in a gain of 4.
Well, you bring up Evan Browand, but I would also love to see a little Nico Dennis. Maybe a couple more tosses there to Buck Hunter. Yeah, we can share the love out here.
Yeah, 3 to the top. Vanderslice in the backfield, going out of the backfield now. Pass caught along the sideline. As you call out, Buck Hunter gets a gain of 4.
Well, I tend to have a pretty good nose for sniffing out the big boy tight end love. So you know what? It just makes my heart happier than a clam.
2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Tight end in the backfield. Tight end shifts to the top of your screen. Verdugo looks to throw a pass caught. That is Ace Shepard, his 3rd reception of the game.
Told you, Andrew. I told you it wouldn't be the last time we heard Ace Shepard getting caught on this drive.
Verdugo 16 of 21, 188, a touchdown and an interception. Looking good so far for Tennessee. Fakes the handoff. Verdugo looks to throw a pass. Finally does. Thrown Buck Hunter, 19-yard touchdown reception. Tennessee is not going away quietly.
Man, any day that you get to call a big tight end getting a touchdown, that's just a happy day. More ADs should take notice of being able to utilize tight ends where they need them more often, and that's just a heads-up play getting that done there by Verdugo. They're back within 1 possession now. See if Bama can answer, or can the Tennessee defense really start to lock up Bama here?
Yeah, who knows, as we see the kick is off, received around the 6-7 yard line, and that's going to be Roman Ware with a return of 21 yards.
I told you, we're going to see Roman Ware all over this field tonight. What a great return. Threw somebody out the club, but also, got brought down a little bit early. But, now that we're going to see Johnny Ray Davis and company march out back on the field, let's see if we can get Boone Hyatt a little bit of some looks here.
2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Kreisen in the backfield. Doesn't hand it off. Pass caught over the middle by Kyle Claxton. Gain of 8. 2nd and 2 for Alabama here.
Kyle Claxton does not have a touchdown on the season. Would like to hear that called one time.
Trips to the bottom, 1 to the top. Fakes the handoff. Pass thrown. Jin Primus could have had an interception. I think the reason he dropped it is he was looking for the end zone.
I mean, can you blame him? You had nothing but green grass and opportunity in front of him.
And it looks like Tennessee is going to force Bama to punt here.
So, Andrew, that's just the textbook stop there by Tennessee's defense, if you ask me. They're now going to be moving to try to make it, a tied ball game. You really got to think Tennessee's feeling themselves at home. They know, they're going to be looked down in this matchup, but Tennessee's going to come out here and fight with every single bit that they have.
Empty set for Verdugo on 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Tucks and takes off. Verdugo up the middle, gets 6. You don't see that a lot from Verdugo.
No, coming into the game, Verdugo was only 23 carries for -5 yards rushing. But if Verdugo's going to do it all, let him do it.
As we see yet another empty set here for Verdugo. Drops back, looks to throw, and just lofts that one out of bounds. Didn't like what he saw downfield.
Nope, live to find another play. Keep it 3rd and manageable. I like the throwaway there.
3rd and 4 here. Tennessee is 3 of 4 on 3rd down, so looks to throw. Verdugo pass. Caught but short. Dusty James 2-yard gain, but like I said, they're going to be short of the line to gain. So now Tennessee is going to be forced to punt from their 49-yard line.
Well, unfortunately, Andrew, you throw it short, you tend to get tackled short. You got to get it to the sticks.
It looks like the punt is going to sail out of bounds as we see Johnny Ray Davis's numbers in the first quarter compared to the second, looking like he's going to have himself a great game tonight.
Well, I mean, we would like to say that, but if the Tennessee defense has anything to say about it, they're going to disagree with you there, Andrew.
Looks like they're setting up a little slant route out of the backfield for Kreisen Mai, and that's a first down.
Anytime you see a Texas route out of the backfield, you know that play can absolutely be lethal at any time.
As you see Jalen Pemberton with 5 tackles. You got fake the handoff, and Johnny Ray Davis is going to try to take it, but met in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. That's Dave Dennis with his first TFL of the evening.
You know, Andrew, I cannot say that I really agree with that. Johnny Ray Davis is 38 carries for almost negative 50 yards on the year. I don't know about that run play there.
Stacked backfield for Johnny Ray. Fakes the handoff. Looks to throw. Gonna be dropped by the receiver. And Bama's gonna be facing a 3rd and 12 tonight.
No, but heads up by Tay Allison to get in there and just break up that pass.
3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Mai coming out of the backfield. Davis passes, and Pemberton with the deflection as, again, Tennessee forces Alabama to go 3 and out.
That said, I'm really liking this Tennessee defense. So I think Bama got a little bit, they had too much dip in their chip. They thought they were feeling themselves. Tennessee is not going down without a fight here. Let's see if this feisty team can really get out here and execute a drive. Try to tie this game up before going into half.
And while we have a few seconds, we're going to have a Twitch update right after this play. Empty set for Verdugo on 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line. Verdugo looks to throw. Facing some pressure, he gets it out. Pass, A. Shepard, 3-yard gain. You want to hit the Twitch update?
Yeah, we just watched A. Shepard with the pass, but meanwhile, over there on Twitch, we got a 21-yard touchdown pass to Dylan Powell for the Longhorns to take a 21-13 lead with 4:30 left in the half.
Trips to the bottom, 1 to the top. Verdugo, or Vanderslice in the backfield. Verdugo looks to throw. Pass, caught by Dusty James, a gain of 10. And we're starting to see Tennessee actually starting to move the ball.
No, but you know what? If Dusty James is going to be how you get it done, do not be afraid to go back to that 2nd and 3rd time.
2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Fakes the handoff to Vanderslice, and A. Shepard with a gain of 9, 2nd and 1 for Tennessee.
You know what? I'm really absolutely liking this. But you know what? Macklin would still like a couple touches. Maybe we toss Joe Macklin in here.
2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Verdugo has all the time to throw. Finally does. Pass caught. Dusty James, gain of 3.
You know what, Andrew? It looks like it's just going to be the Dusty James and A. Shepard show on this drive. But you know what? Hey, if they're moving the ball forward, who are we to criticize what they're doing, right?
Right. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Vanderslice in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Verdugo has all the time in the world to throw. Finds the Nico Dennis with a 13-yard reception.
Wow, they're going to give him the catch. What a moss of a catch. Absolutely climbed the ladder to grab that.
Stacked backfield for Tennessee. Fakes. Speed option 2, going to be given to Vanderslice, but he's only going to get dropped in the backfield for a loss of 2. Colin Perry sitting back there.
No, I think that might be the first tackle for loss here for Tennessee on this drive. Am I imagining that incorrectly there, Andrew?
I believe you are correct. I believe every play so far for Tennessee has been either an incompletion or a forward gain, as we have 2 trips to the top, or trips to the bottom, 1 to the top. Fakes the handoff. And that is number 53 with the deflection.
Isaac Sparks absolutely saw that coming and swatted that down with evil intention.
Trips to the bottom, 1 to the top. 3rd and 12 for Verdugo and the Volunteers offense. Pass caught. Nico Dennis 11 yards, but they're going to be a yard short.
You know, Andrew, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going for this. 4th and 1, you're in no man's land. I don't like this call.
I don't like it either. As you can hear the fans in Rocky Top booing, they want their Volunteers to go for it on 4th and 1 in Bama territory, but that's going to sail to the back of the end zone. We're going to see Bama get the ball at the 20 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left.
No,
Can Johnny Ray lead a 2-minute drive?
Yeah, I mean, they would really like to think that they can. Can the Tennessee defense stop the 2-minute drive?
We shall see as Johnny Ray looks to throw on 1st and 10. Pass caught by Kreisen and a gain of 6.
That's a sketchy throw, throwing that into essentially double coverage there. You're happy to get that catch. You might want to look a little bit elsewhere, though.
Bama uses their first time out of the half. It's 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Gives it to Mai. Mai just runs his way for 9.
Yeah, no, Kreisen absolutely just ran over Alex Thompson on that play. You're gonna want that back if you're the defense.
2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Mai in the backfield. Johnny Ray changing the play. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Pass caught by Kreisen gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Minute 44 left.
You know, Andrew, I really do like that Alabama is executing softly and slowly. They're keeping it in front of them. They're not afraid to get out of bounds.
Empty set for Johnny Ray Davis here on 2nd and 7. Pressure coming. Pass caught and thrown. Roman Ware gain of 6, but he's going to be a yard short, and the clock starts moving.
I said Roman is out there just on every facet of this game, trying to make something shake.
Tight trips to the top, 1 to the bottom. Johnny Ray Davis, 5-step drop, pass caught, but he's going to have to come back. He's still not down. David Williams finally get brought down as a loss of 1, and Tennessee uses a timeout to stop the clock with 1:18.
No, that David just absolutely fought for everything. Unfortunately, it just did not come up sunshine for him there.
The Tennessee returner bounces off the few, gets to about the 28. That's Alex Thomas with a gain of 8. And now we get to see if Verdugo can lead a drive down the field, a scoring drive down the field with 1:08 and 2 timeouts. 2 to the bottom, 2 to the top. Vanderslice in the backfield for Verdugo on 1st down. Looks like they're setting up the halfback screen. And sniffed out perfectly by the Crimson Tide. Loss of 2 on the play.
You know what, Andrew? Normally, when you're executing, a less than 2-minute drive, screens out of the backfield aren't normally your first dial up there. Can't say I agree with it. You still have a lot of yard left in front of you.
Clock under a minute, now on the 26, 2nd and 12, 3 to top, 1 to the bottom. Verdugo drops back, looks to throw, pass caught over the middle, and a gain of 10. Ace Shepard gets what they lost and more. 3rd and 3 coming up here. Verdugo looks to throw on 3rd and 3, pass caught over the middle. That's going to be Nico Dennis, and Tennessee uses their 2nd timeout. 31 seconds remaining in the half.
I don't necessarily agree with that timeout. Clock stops, you can get up there, and you can snap the ball.
3 to top. Everyone's out of the backfield. And Verdugo goes down. That's going to be huge to the time that Tennessee has left. All their receivers are trying to hurry back. 20 seconds of the clock still runs. 2nd and 18. Verdugo looks to throw. And another sack on this drive. They're going to be in 3rd and 24, but I think that might just be it.
Andrew, if you're Verdugo, you go back up there, you line it up, you get out of Dodge, you go ahead and get out of half. You had a promising start. It blew up on back-to-back sacks. The offensive line just had no protection for you. Just get out and survive and fight. Don't allow Bama to get a timeout out here.
Looks like Verdugo, one more play here in the half. Verdugo throws it deep over his receiver. That might have been 7 if he hits the receiver in the hands. But as we go into halftime here, Bama's struggling here a little bit, up 21-7 on Tennessee. Dominic, what do you think Tennessee needs to do to potentially come out with a win here in Knoxville?
Well, see, Andrew, I don't like the terminology you said of Alabama struggling. I wouldn't look at it so pessimistic. Said Tennessee's at home. They've got the crowd atmosphere. They've got some fight into them. I wouldn't say Bama is essentially struggling. I would say Tennessee is coming out and they're showing out on why this is a rivalry game. If you're Tennessee, you've got to get a little bit more offensive line help to kind of, extend plays. You've got to find answers here. They've got answers on defense, it seems. Offense has got to come out here and put points on this board.
As we see here, the first half stats pretty even. Passing yards is in favor of Tennessee. As we see here, rushing yards in favor of everything except rushing yards is in favor of Tennessee.
I was like, Tennessee has almost got about a good 70 yards of total offense up on Bama and leading time of possession. Score just says otherwise. Sometimes you don't need to have all the yards to, be leading in every stat. When Bama is very prone to scoring quickly, I mean, stats sometimes can look a little misleading.
As we come out of halftime here, Bama going to be giving Tennessee the ball to start the third quarter. And what do you want to see on Tennessee's first possession of the second half?
A. Shepard, Evan Brown, Buck Hunter, Joel Macklin Jr. Would love to just see that ball just spaced out with plenty of pocket time. I would really love to see Verdugo just have a game the second half.
Trips to the top, one to the bottom. Vanderslice in the backfield for Verdugo on first down. Verdugo drops back, pass, thrown out to Verdugo. Vanderslice sheds one.
Oh, you're all good, Andrew.
Lloyd Russell, not even Vanderslice, the backup.
Looks like we're all just messing up across the board here.
Two to the top, two to the bottom. Fakes the handoff, pass caught over the middle. That's Dusty James for a gain of 10, and Tennessee converts and moves the chains.
Unfortunately, I did just about call everybody but Dusty James to see some touches. Dusty's having a game. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the ball more.
Trips to the bottom. Verdugo looks to throwing a corner route. Toe taps. A Shepard gain of 22, now in Alabama territory.
Said Andrew, those corner routes are some of the hardest routes in this game to stop. That's just a beautiful pitch and catch. A. Shepard brought that in and just had himself a perfect route there.
Tennessee on Alabama's 37 with 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Delayed handoff to Vanderslice, and Vanderslice gets off the first guy, but doesn't get off the second, gain of 6.
Might not have gotten off the second one, but, hey, if we're getting 6 yards, Vanderslice is only 4 rushes for 11 yards. Not really a lot of utilization there, but Vanderslice is also doing it, in the air.
Looks to hand it off to the backup running back. Lloyd Russell will get him 8 and another Tennessee first down.
No, absolutely, Andrew.
Empty set for Verdugo on first down. Wide receiver screen. Wide receiver was looking right at the ball.
Just threw it right behind his head. What a misfortune there.
Another empty set look here for Verdugo, 2nd and 10. Receiver in motion. We're going to have 4 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Looks like they're setting up yet another wide receiver screen. This time it's to, now it looks to be Vanderslice in for a gain of 5. 3rd and 5 there.
No, so I'm really liking what Tennessee is doing here. They're answering big on this drive. Let's see if they can punch this in and they can extend this drive a little bit longer.
2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Looks to throw. Verdugo looks to throw a pass. Broken up by Austin Brooks, and Bama going to force Tennessee probably to kick a field goal here, as they do. The kick is up. And it is good as Tennessee now gets even closer. 21-17 with 7:08 left in the third quarter. What do you expect to see on Bama's first offensive possession?
Establishing an identity. They showed in the first quarter they were absolutely just running down the field as they pleased. Tennessee really answered up. Let's see if Bama comes out here and if they made any adjustments in the locker room during the halftime. And let's just see how they do. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more Troy Tree and Kryzen Mai, to be honest with you, Andrew.
To the top, to the bottom. Johnny Ray Davis takes the shotgun, fakes the handoff, and takes it himself. Johnny Ray Davis, gain of 11.
Well, Andrew, I did not have that on my bingo sheet for tonight.
Neither did I. Trips to the top, 1 to the bottom. Looks to throw, hits the receiver in the hand, but unfortunately ends up falling to the turf.
Now, Seb, you're starting to get Bama a little bit behind the movement here.
Broken eye formation for Bama here. Wide receiver at the top of your screen comes down in motion to the bottom. Johnny Ray changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Looks to throw. Pass. Caught along the sideline. Kyle Claxton. And if he wasn't being led out of bounds, he might have had a little bit of sideline in front of him.
No, luckily Claxton was able to get a foot down and actually, complete that catch. I agree. If that ball gets out about a half second quicker, you have some chance to move that upfield.
2 tight ends set, one to the top, one to the bottom. Wide receiver at the top moves closer to the line. Mai out of the backfield, throws it to Mai. Mai, gain of 8, 2nd and 2 for Johnny Ray Davis and this Alabama Crimson Tide offense.
Getting ahead massive there on first down, setting up, second and short. You like that. You still have a couple more plays in your pocket to, try to push that first. Said Bama feels like they're in control. Let's see if Tennessee can step up and answer here and try to push them back a little bit here.
2nd and 2, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom, 2 tight end set. Fakes the handoff to Kreisen. Johnny Ray Davis shoves one, but then immediately gets met after a 1-yard gain.
I really think Tennessee is going to try to come out here and fighting for it. They are not liking the quarterback trying to run at them at will.
2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Fakes the handoff again, and this time Johnny Ray Davis takes it, gets hit, but stumbles forward for a gain of 4 and a first down.
Looks like Johnny Ray just said, "Oh, you don't like me running? Tough. Stop me."
2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Mai in the backfield for Bama on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion. Looks to throw a pass, caught. Brian Green, and that's a 3-yard reception for him.
That's it. We like to see a little bit of love here for some walk-ons.
2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Pass thrown over the middle, hit his receiver in his hands again.
Unfortunate drop there. You got to imagine that ball's hauled in. That's 6 points. That is points left off the board.
Trips to the bottom, 1 to the top. Looks like they're going to be setting up the halfback screen. Tennessee does not necessarily read it off the drop, but Kreisen only gets a gain of 2, and then so Tennessee is forcing Alabama to kick a field goal here to see if they can. And it looks like we might get a false start on Bama to move them back even more.
And see, Andrew, while we got some time while they're going through this flag, I don't want to say that I disagree with you on sniffing out that previous play, but it looked like the walk-on had no problem seeing that coming out of the backfield.
Charlie Ware kick is up. Charlie Ware misses the field goal, and Tennessee gets the ball.
That is going to be the second missed field goal on the season by Charlie Ware.
3 to the bottom, 1 to the top for Tennessee. Verdugo and Vanderslice in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Verdugo rolls out. Throws back across his body. Roman Ware with his first deflection tonight.
So Roman Ware is just absolutely everywhere at any given time tonight.
Again, 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Verdugo looks to throw. Airs one deep. And that hit his receiver in the hands, but dropped 3rd and 10.
You know what? I'm going to say this just as loosely as I can. Do we need to check these balls for some oil? There's no way these balls are getting dropped.
3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Hands it off to Vanderslice on 3rd and 10, which I don't agree with. Loss of 2. Deuce LeClaire with another TFL.
No, Andrew, I absolutely hate these calls. Doesn't matter who the team is. It's 3rd and long. You've got no business trying to catch him offsides, trying to run that. It's not going to work.
As we see Tennessee's punting unit come back out. And Alabama might have good field position depending on the... Yeah, Xander Freeman with a 7-yard return. Gonna put Bama in decent field position as we see the stats for Johnny Ray Davis here so far.
Yeah, not necessarily in bad position. You're in a little bit of no man's land, but you're almost to the 50. That's not a bad way to start your drive.
Fakes the handoff. Pressure coming. Just throws this to the sideline. Like you said, live to breathe another down.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Johnny Ray didn't like what he was seeing there. He decided to just toss that away, see what we can get coming out of that.
2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Hands it off to Kreisen, and Kreisen has a hole, a big hole, hits it and gets 11.
I always love seeing a big running back just hit a hole and hit it hard.
Fakes the handoff. Johnny Ray Davis takes off running, sheds one, and a gain of 6. As we see 2nd and 4 here for the Alabama Crimson Tide offense. 2 to the bottom, 2 tight ends set. My in the backfield. Fakes the handoff yet again. And we have yet another drop tonight, 3rd and 4.
See, that's just a beautiful dot just over the middle. Just rainbowed it over, just beautiful.
To the top, to the bottom. Johnny Ray Davis looks to taking a shot deep. Touchdown, Bama. I believe that's Troy Tree again.
Bama just absolutely having their way at this point.
Yeah, that is Troy Tree in his 3rd of the evening. As we get ready to see the Tennessee Volunteers offense coming back out here onto the field for their next offensive possession. And Dominic, what do you want to see from Tennessee here?
Honestly, I don't really think that Tennessee is doing a lot that's just going wrong here. They're just a little bit behind the 8 ball here. They're making good plays. They're getting some bad drops here. But Tennessee just needs to really stick with what they're doing, and it's going to come down to that.
As we have a quick Twitch update for you.
Yeah, we got a 2-yard touchdown pass to Bo Bailey. 2-point conversion good. As Colorado ties it up at 24 with 5:30 left in the 3rd.
3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Verdugo, Vanderslice in the backfield. Wide receiver screen set up, but Bama sniffs it out. Dusty James with a gain of 1.
Dusty James is being called on in all facets of this offense.
3 empty set for Verdugo on 2nd and 9. Takes it, throws it immediately. Yet another wide receiver screen, but that one goes over the head of the receiver.
It seems like on both offenses, we've just seen a little bit of just miscommunication on throws.
Empty set for Verdugo on 3rd and 9. Looks, throws, pass, caught over the middle, 1st down. And that's Ace Shepard again with a gain of 17.
Well, you've got the chains reset. You like where you're going here. Tennessee is, if they're going to want to win, they're going to have to find a way to get some points on the board here, and they're moving in the right direction here.
I want to say that was a nice move, though, by Shepard to fake to freeze the defender. The defender might have thought he was going to the outside, but instead turned inside, as we see 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Hands it off to Vanderslice, and Vanderslice tries to get something, but only gets 1.
I really cannot find much to really complain about this Tennessee offense this drive. They're hitting strides. They're not getting everything just home run every play.
Empty set, Verdugo 2nd and 9. Takes it out of the shotgun. Pass caught over the middle. This one going to be caught to Dusty James in a gain of 11.
Yeah, we got Dusty James with an 11-yard reception there. And over there on Twitch, we got a 16-yard touchdown pass to Windsor Wellington as Texas goes back up 7-34-24, 4:34 in the 3rd.
Fakes the handoff to Verdugo. Pressure coming. Throws it deep. Just sails it out of bounds. As we see a 2nd and 10 coming up for Verdugo and this Tennessee offense.
We have seen Tennessee dial up the corner route, and it has worked to succession. Would like to see it again.
Verdugo looks to throw, pass, intercepted, and that's I'm not gonna jinx it this time. That is gonna be a pick 6 returned by, I believe, none other than Roman Ware.
Roman Ware, if Roman Ware doesn't get all-purpose player of the week, I don't know how else you can get it. Roman has been playing lights out on defense, just taking that back like a bad Christmas present, made the presence known on offense, just striking anywhere he can.
Yeah, as now we see Alabama going up 35-17 with 2:22 left in the 3rd quarter. How do you want Tennessee to bounce back after something like that?
Well, I've said, up until then, I really didn't feel like Tennessee was really playing bad ball. They just had some bad breaks there. You know what? There's not really a lot that I can really harp on more than that. Maybe if you try to get Vanderslice involved in the run game, keep the defense a little honest, try to set up the play action.
As we see 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom, tight end in the backfield, shifting to the bottom of your screen. Verdugo looks to throw, pass thrown to Lloyd Russell for a loss of 2, and Bama is just reading everything Tennessee's doing perfectly.
No, you're absolutely correct there, Andrew. Like it seems like Bama's started to catch that number. It might be a little bit of an uphill climb, but Tennessee's showing that they're not afraid to push it a little bit.
2 to the top, 1 to the bottom, tight end in the backfield on 2nd and 12 for Verdugo. Vanderslice out of the backfield, looks, throws, pass, caught, open man. That's going to be Buck Hunter, gain of 9. We haven't called his name in a while.
No, but I said it in the earlier game. If your tight end is averaging a first down every catch, give him the ball more often.
Trips to the top, 1 to the bottom. Vanderslice fakes handoff to Vanderslice. It looks like he has a man open. That's Buck Hunter again, gain of 19.
Wow, imagine that. What did I just say there, Andrew?
Yeah, we know you love your tight ends.
Hey, if it works, right? If you're down, 2 possessions, do you not try to look at what works?
As we see Tennessee now into Bama territory, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom, back. Again, tight end in the backfield. Vanderslice or Verdugo looks to throw and just sails it out of bounds.
Hey, live to fight another play. Cannot argue with that so much.
Trips to the bottom, 1 to the top. Verdugo out of the shotgun. Looks, throws, pass, caught in between the defenders, and that is Evan Browen, his first reception of the night.
Said Browen with the beautiful catch. But meanwhile, over on the Twitch, we just had a 78-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Shake as Texas extends their lead 38-24 with 3:25 left in the third.
Trips to the top, 1 to the bottom. Verdugo's changing the play, fakes the handoff to Vanderslice, and the blitz was picked up by Vanderslice. Corner route. Oh, hits his receiver in the hands.
Oh, you could not have asked for something more beautiful. Running back picked up the extra blitz, the corner route to perfection.
Empty set. Verdugo throws. Taking a shot deep. Airs that one out. 3rd and 10 coming up here for Tennessee.
Andrew, you'd hate to think that Verdugo might feeling a little bit of pressure of this going almost into the 4th.
Trips to the bottom, trips to the top, halfback screen here on 3rd and 10. And Lloyd Russell is going to get lit up after a gain of 4.
Now it's going to be judgment time. Are we going to go for we're going to live for the field goal. Okay.
Going to be a pretty deep field goal here by the Tennessee kicker. Kick is up. And it's good as Tennessee gets back within 15 with 35 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Now, Andrew, I'll tell you what, it's not often that we see just about 50-yard bombs just getting kicked out here in the CFSL. What a leg on that kicker.
As we see Alabama get ready to come back out here. Going to get the ball at the 25, 26-yard line on a 23-yard return by Colin Perry. As you see here, the numbers are even pretty much, but the score tells a different story.
Well, unfortunately, when you throw 2 picks, 1 taken back for 6 and 1 almost, makes a difference.
Fakes the handoff to Kreisen, looks, throws, pass, caught. That's Connor Keene, only the 2nd time we've called his name tonight.
Listen, I'm really honestly surprised that we've had a really quiet night for Connor Keene. Said coming into the game, Connor Keene had 24 catches on the year. Really thought I'd see a little bit more out of Connor.
And Tiny saying that was a walk-on kicker for them that bombed that deep field goal. Someone get him a scholarship.
Absolutely.
3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Looks like it's going to be a blitz going to be picked up, and Boone Hyatt, there you go. There's your boy, his first reception of the game. 2nd and 1, as it looks like we might just be taking it into the fourth.
I fully agree with you there, Andrew.
And at the end of 3, it's Bama 35, Tennessee 20. Going into the fourth quarter, you are watching the CFSL by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. Throw your fours up in chat. Start of the fourth as we see Alabama coming out here on offense with 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom, tight end, double tight end set, hands it off to Kreisen Mai, and gets a gain of 4 and first down Alabama.
So I think Bama knows that they're in full control right now. I don't think they're going to be any rush in this quarter here, Andrew.
Neither do I, as we see a stacked backfield here for Bama. Pass thrown over the middle. David Williams, gain of 6.
So, I really thought that Bama would be feeling themselves and go ahead and get some rushes in, kind of stat pad. No, they seem to have no issue throwing here deep in the fourth.
I formation, 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Delayed handoff to Kreisen. Kreisen runs over a man as he gets a first down.
And right on cue, there's the runner. There's the runaway.
Stacked I, 1 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Johnny Ray Davis looks to throw a pass. That could have been picked, but instead just knocked down by the Tennessee defense. As we see 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Johnny Ray Davis hands it off to, I believe that's the walk-on. It is Brian Green, his second rush of the game.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Alabama 5 of 11 here on third down, facing a 3rd and 2, knocking on the door of Tennessee's red zone. Fakes the handoff, pass caught over the middle. That Troy Tree down to the 1-yard line, a gain of 23. Troy Tree 8 of 141 and 3 touchdowns, having himself a game.
No, absolutely. Troy Tree is absolutely stating a case for Offensive Player of the Week.
I believe if he gets in there, that's number 4 through the air for Troy Tree. As we see 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. The walk-on halfback is in for Alabama. Fakes the handoff. And Tennessee was ready for that as they get Davis in the backfield for a loss of 5. Nathaniel Lawson.
No, they absolutely were. They stayed home. They played their assignments. They held that to nilch.
As you see from the 6 or 7 yard line, wide receiver screen set up, but Tennessee reads that one perfectly. Boone Hyatt gets back to the line of scrimmage before being brought down.
I did say I wanted to see a little bit more out of Boone. Not necessarily that way.
1 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Tennessee jumped, but Bama did not hike it. Could have had a free play here. 3rd and goal here for the Alabama Crimson Tide, and that gets picked up. Kreisen Mai loses his 1 as Bama's now facing a 4th and goal.
No, but luckily if you're Bama, you know that even if you kick a field goal, you're going to be up 3 possessions. Especially being in the fourth quarter, you kind of like having that comfort.
Exactly, especially with 6:48 left in the game. You're up 3 possessions. You really have nothing too crazy to worry about. As we see here, Charlie Ware kick it. And this one is good as Bama extends their lead 38-20 with 6:37 left in the fourth quarter. Dominic, what do you want to see from Tennessee on this upcoming drive?
Well, I don't want to go ahead and say that, now is when you start fighting for pride because, it's not too early to say, hey, this game's over. But hold on.
As you see Ace Shepard get a 39-yard return and put Tennessee in excellent field position with the ball at the 40, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Verdugo and Vanderslice in the backfield. Verdugo looks to throw, just tosses it to Vanderslice, and Vanderslice is able to get upfield for a gain of 6.
So that's the start that you want if you're Tennessee.
2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Verdugo in the shotgun. Takes it. Looks. Hits his receiver. The ball just comes out of the hands.
No, unfortunately, drop passes seem to have been the call of the game here.
3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Verdugo out of shotgun, gives the handoff to Vanderslice, and is immediately met after a gain of 2. 4th and 2 here for Tennessee.
Well, if you're Tennessee, you got to imagine you're going for it regardless.
And Xander Freeman has 5 tackles tonight. As you see, 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Vanderslice in the backfield with Verdugo on 4th and 2. Verdugo looks and throws, pass. Dropped, and it's a turnover on downs for Tennessee. Bama gets the ball right there.
I said drops have been Tennessee's greatest nemesis all night. Wide open, can extend plays, and just the drops are hampering.
If you want to say anything, it could be that they're Tennessee's kryptonite tonight. As we see Johnny Ray Davis look to throw pass caught over the middle and a first down by Kyle Claxton.
Is that Bama's just absolutely having their way with Tennessee right now?
2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Mai in the backfield for Johnny Ray Davis, who's out of the shotgun, changes the play at the line of scrimmage. Wide receiver screen set up by Bama. Troy Tree, gain of 1, but sniffed out by Tennessee. If you want to hit this Twitch update for us real quick.
Yeah, we got a 22-yard touchdown pass to Dylan Powell, with Texas going up 45-27 with 8:53 remaining in the game.
2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Stacked backfield for Johnny Ray Davis. Pass, looks, thrown, caught. Brian Green, the walk-on, getting a reception, gain of 3.
Is that Bama's just doing as they please. They're not in a rush. They're not trying to stretch the field. It feels like they're stat padding.
3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Mai out of the backfield. Airs it out deep. Kyle Claxton, he gets a 30-yard touchdown reception as Bama extends the lead. Johnny Ray Davis, 4 passing touchdowns through the air so far in this one.
Well, I did say that they were stat padding, and I feel like the 4th touchdown for Johnny Ray on the game certainly is stat padding. But when you have the ability to just move the ball whenever you feel like it, you dare them to stop you.
And now as we get to see Tennessee come out on the field again for their next offensive possession, I feel like at this time, now this is the time where it's just a fight for pride.
Well, see, you always hate saying that it's a fight for pride just because it feels kind of down in the dirt. You just got to go out here and execute and have something to build on for next week.
3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Verdugo looks to throw. Pass is going to be held on to by A. Shepard for a gain of 5.
So A. Shepard is almost hit double digits receptions, already into triple digits on the catches. So not having a bad night by any stretch.
3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Verdugo takes the snap, looks, throws. And Roman Ware with another deflection.
Well, unfortunately, this is familiar territory for Tennessee, being stuck in 3rd and medium distance. Can they get a conversion?
2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Stacked backfield. Verdugo takes the drop back, looks, throws. Halfback screen, but Vanderslice gets met at the line of scrimmage by the Crimson Tide defense. Sniffed that perfectly, and it looks like Tennessee will punt on 4th and 5. And Alabama with the ball, going to be at their own 40-yard line with 4 minutes left in the game. I'd expect a heavy dose of Kreis and Mai and the run game.
Oh, I mean, that's how it should be. Unfortunately, I don't think Bama's going to agree with you.
Jair Davis looks, pass thrown to the sideline, just sails it out of bounds.
Meanwhile, we have Justin Duke in chat asking who's Bama got next week. Andrew, do you happen to know that answer for us?
Looks like Bama will be facing Georgia next week at home, so we will be in Tuscaloosa for that one.
Oh, looks like that's going to be fireworks next week if you ask me.
As Johnny Ray Davis gets a 7-yard rush here, 3rd and 3 coming up for the Crimson Tide. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Mai in the backfield, Davis fakes the handoff, pass caught along the sideline. David Williams, gain of 5.
Well, yes, Beard, we are familiar that it is you. We're just using with what we have in front of us. We're trying to not break the illusion.
One at the top gives the handoff to Mai, and only gets 2 before being met by the Tennessee defensive line.
No, but let's just be honest. If you're Bama, I don't think you're really that worried about only getting 2 yards on first down. This game's well within reach.
I formation for Bama on 2nd and 8. Hands it off to Kreis and Mai. Mai tries to bounce it to the outside, gets a 3-yard rush, as we have yet another Twitch update for you here in a little momentarily.
Yeah, we'll have that here for you in a few. But you know what? I think if Bama picks up this first here, I wouldn't be surprised to see them execute shoe clock mode.
3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Mai in the backfield. Killing as much clock as we can if you want to hit that Twitch update.
Yeah, we got a 14-yard touchdown run for Taylor. James going for 2. No good. Colorado drawing closer, 45-33. Texas leads with 7:24 left.
And within the next few minutes, I'd assume a few seconds here, we're going to see the snap on 3rd and 5. Johnny Ray Davis looks, throws, pass caught. That's going to be Kyle Claxton also is now over the 100-yard mark.
I was going to say, if you didn't have that, I had that cooked up for you exactly who that was. Bama is playing. I mean, it's a rivalry game. You play with no cordiality. It is just hostility until clock's at 0.
As we see here, 1st and goal for Alabama. 2 minutes left. Tight end in motion. Going to be waiting for another 20 seconds as the clock runs.
And cue the Jeopardy theme.
I would assume we're going to probably see a run play, but who knows? I might be just blowing smoke up everyone right now. Fake the hand. Connor Keene, 6-yard touchdown reception is Johnny Ray Davis. As you see on this drive, 3 of 4 for 47, averaging 15 yards.
Well, I mean, when you execute 37 to 51 for yard all day, it's kind of really hard to be surprised by that. Said Bama was just executing on X's and O's all night tonight.
As Bama's lead now gets extended to 32 with a minute and with 93 seconds left in the game. Tennessee gets the ball. At this rate, like you said, it's just play to build in for going into next week.
Said Tennessee's gonna have a rough game ahead next week, so you want to go ahead and get as much game planning, execution, and get some field play as you can now going into that next week.
2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Verdugo looks to throw. Pass is going to be caught by Ace Shepard. A gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Clock is running.
Yep, and that finally puts Ace Shepard over the double-digit reception mark for the night.
1 to the top, 3 to the bottom. Vanderslice in the backfield. Just going to be under a little over a minute to go before this play. And someone check Verdugo or Vanderslice. He just got lit up on that play.
That is a hospital pass. Shouts out to Austin Collie.
2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Verdugo looks to throw. Pass is going to be caught by Ace Shepard. Gain of 9. First down Tennessee, and they use their first timeout.
Well, over in chat, Justin Juke saying that we're not even good heading into next week.
2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Empty set for Verdugo. Wide receiver screen set up for Buck Hunter. Gain of 7. Timeout again, Tennessee.
You know what? I did say this earlier, but if you're an AD, you might want to look and see how to utilize a tight end going into next week.
Net. Empty set, pass caught over the middle. Buck Hunter, gain of 5. If you want to hit the Twitch update real quick.
Yep, I will as soon as it becomes for us. Yeah, we've got a 3-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Shake, his second. Texas goes up 52-33 with 5:36 left.
And it looks like Verdugo's going to take off and try to run for some himself. Gets a yard and then gets met by the Bama defense. 35 seconds remaining.
And friendly reminder, you guys, as we're getting ready to wrap up and end this game, there's still plenty of time left on the clock for the Twitch game. So after this game, go show love over to PX1 Sports on Twitch.
Verdugo looks to throw. Pass. Airs it out. Deep. hit his man in the hands. Another drop, like you said, Dominic. The drops have been Tennessee's kryptonite all evening long. 2 to the bottom, 2 to the top. Verdugo looks to throw. Looks like it's going to be a little halfback screen here, trying to get some of the first down. 4th and 3, and I think that might just be the final play of the game.
No, I fully agree. That might just about be the last play of the game, and we might need to look into Auburn. Looks like their tight end was arrested over the week.
Oh, Verdugo looks to throw on the final play off his back foot. Hits the turf. Would have been a turnover on downs, and that is going to do it here for us as Bama beats Tennessee 52-20. Dominic, give us a little bit of a rundown before we send them over to Twitch.
Yeah, it looks like Bama was just the better team on all facets of the game. When you have generational talents just making plays all over the field on both offense and defense, there's not really much you can do about that. Tennessee was stymied by a lot of drop passes. It just unfortunately wasn't their night. Bama took advantage every way they could, and Bama just rolled.
Yeah, Bama, known as the Roll Tide, they came into Knoxville and just rolled Tennessee pretty much all of the second half. And just, got a dominant win. Verdugo did look good early on, but started getting a little worried, feeling a bit of the pressure as we see here. Johnny Ray Davis, player of the game, 392-5. As we say thank you to our executive producer, Mike Peters, my our associated producer, Austin Kroll, my broadcast partner, Dominic Barfield. I am Andrew Anderson. So long from YouTube. Don't forget, Monday, 6 p.m. Central Time, we'll have the Inside Blitz podcast, but don't forget, still some time left on Twitch. Go share the Twitch game some love, and we'll talk to you guys later.